Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome finally to the Wargaming.net League Gold Series, Day 3. And that would be Week 2, Day 1. I'm Breaker.
This is Edison99.
And I'm Skip Alpha.
And today we've got 4 teams. It's going to be a little bit diverse. We've got Num, Charlotte Tiger. We also have Elong and... what's our last team? I forget. Well,
Intense Honking.
Yeah,
Intense
Intense
honking.
Honking.
There we go. There we go. You know, I have to admit, in the beginning, I thought their name was Intense Hong Kong, but it turns out they come from Team DPS as well.
Yep.
And you know, this is where I kind of shamefully interject. I hang out on the TeamSpeak with DPS every now and then, so those guys are pretty cool, and we get to talk about things that we don't get to talk about on the stream here. You know, the kind of pressure that goes in with being a pro gamer and such, and you know, things like that. They also give me a lot of information. They give me some knowledge bombs about the game every here and there.
That'd be great.
Let's go ahead and hop into the tournament system.
Okay.
Victory condition is attained when all enemy vehicles are destroyed or the enemy base is captured. Winning a game will give you 1 point in a best of 5, and if a draw occurs, both teams will get 1 point. So if the score is 1-1, and that means we just hop into game number 4 at 2-2, which means, well, wait a minute, did I say that
What?
right?
Yeah.
Hold on, 1 point,
Yeah.
1 point. So that means 2 games are already played. Then the third game ends in a draw. So that means there can only be 4 games, a total of 4 games after that. All right. And of course, the winning set will result in one team getting 3 points, and a draw will result in 1 point for each team.
Yep.
Here's the present standings that we have, with Team Efficiency taking a pretty strong lead there, just as they were in the Silver Series of Season 1. What do you guys think about that? Perfectly normal? Perfectly normal?
Yeah, it's in the expectation, I think.
Yeah,
It's under
yeah.
expectation.
All right.
But you know, Ace is losing 2 games. I think it's not expected.
But you know, don't worry about
Entirely
that.
unexpected,
They're
I
gonna
think.
come back, guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I also want to say Elong, the new face, is actually performing relatively well.
Yeah, really nice. But you know, last week, right? There was a number. I think they underestimate the enemy. No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think from the start of that, you know, just based on how they played versus NVIDIA Aces in Week 1, we were just thinking, oh my God, it's 3-0,
Yeah.
and we're going to see Elong win. But we were wrong. The end score was what, 3-2?
Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah. Pretty close series.
Right.
Yeah, pretty close, but you know. Okay.
It was just sick. Oh my God, we've got Arate Cow Thief in the chat. Do you guys remember that guy?
Arete? Ah! He's from Arete, right?
The Korean team that took first prize.
Yeah, is he the guy with the sunglasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cow Thief. Cow Thief. Wow. Okay, he steals your cows.
Okay.
All right, but here are the Silver Series standings right now. We've got One Blood, then we've got the Coalition Singapore. One Blood's actually doing pretty well. They're actually the one guys. They're actually the one team that I talk to the most on the TeamSpeak for DPS.
Okay.
Horsemen, pretty okay.
Yeah,
I have to
they
admit.
only play 1 game right now.
Coalition looks like they took a tie versus Pacific Rim Gaming because both of those teams have like non-interval of 3s, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I want to say Singapore, I think, is kind of expected there. I'm a little bit upset that Horseman, you know, hasn't quite gotten up there just yet. But that's just the Silver Series, guys. The top 2 teams from that at the end of this will be facing off against the bottom 2 teams.
No.
They're
The
gonna
top 2
upgrade.
teams.
They're
Yeah.
gonna upgrade to the Gold Series.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. My
Yeah.
mistake. My mistake.
The 3rd and 4th place are going to play a up and down match, but the 1st and 2nd place will going to advance to the Gold Series eventually.
All right.
Yep.
Well, check out that loadout. 3 AMX 1390s, a T32, and a T69. It will be for Num. And from Charlotte Tiger, we've got an AMX 1390, one Joe 132. That's a WZ 132. IS3, T32, and T69. Once again, this is that. I like to call it Swiss Army knife loadout because it's got a little bit of everything in it. Now, what are the highlights of the T69 and the T32, Edison? How are they different? How are they similar?
Okay. T69 is a mid tank with an auto loader.
All right.
Yeah, and the shooting interval is 2.2 seconds, so he can over like 1,000 damage.
I know.
Within 10 seconds.
Wow.
So it's really nice, I have to say that. And the gun depression is okay. And its torrent is fine, I think. Not compared to T32, no one is really strong enough. I mean the torrent, but it's still be okay, I think. Yep.
All right. Well, I have to admit, this is where I actually thought, I don't know why, but I thought the T69 was a Pershing.
It's a little bit different.
It's not Persian.
Yeah.
It's somewhat different. You know, Persian is somewhat like the T32, but much faster and weaker armor. But the gun is really nice. It's really accurate and really high penetration. I think it's the highest one in the tier A mid tank. Oh no. Compared to Upger 416, it's lower, but it's really reliable because it's using APCR, but Upger using the kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the object is a destroyer, right?
No, it's a mid tank.
It's strange mid tank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very strange medium tank. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's a very flat one. We see it like 3 times or something.
Yeah, very seldom. So spawning to the north, it is Numb.
Yep.
And spawning to the south, we got Charlotte Tiger. It looks as though both sides are eager to get to the middle of the map because we've seen that control of the center of the map is actually quite critical to a team's success or failure on this. Here we go.
And the Nam team got 3 and 13. If they don't control the heel, that means nothing. You know, you got like this, you don't up heel, you're gonna lose.
Right. Numb already had 2 guys taking 2 shots, 194 off of Joke and his teammate. Furbex actually took about 206, and
because they are on reload, so they can over any firepower.
right.
Yeah, just stand there.
Well, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, they took damage, but they still have control of the center hill, if you will. And here we go. Ajax is looking to try and line up a shot or 2. Oh boy.
Yeah.
There's that IS-3 right in front of him. I'm not sure why doesn't he shoot the turret depression. There we go. Nice hit for 295. All right. I was wondering why he didn't want to shoot, but I guess he was just waiting for the right opportunity. Wait, Kiwami's just going to push. I don't know about this decision. I don't know about this.
Wow.
Oh, Ajax is totally surrounded right now. He's going to fall in a matter of seconds. 14:06 already. He's on fire.
Wow.
He's on fire, and he just blows up right there. This looks like it could go out of favor for Numb very, very quickly, especially if Horse gets stuck on the reload there. He's in an AMX 1390. He's backing away right now. I don't know if he can shoot anymore. Hiwami is just about to get lit up as well. There was a tier 8 that fell for Charlotte Tiger in the background also.
Wow, the joke gonna down.
Oh,
the joke
man.
gonna down.
He's not doing so good. And now I think this is where Horse has to turn his head and just run. He might be out of shots. He should be on the reload. There we go. He's getting rammed.
Yeah. Okay, now it's coming.
Okay, so now it's up to Furbex and Ming to pull a rabbit out of their hat at this point.
I think it's quite even exchange. You know, not this too much.
Ming is not looking too good right there.
Wow.
He does get a nice hit on the multi. Multi actually explodes from hitting the ground.
Yeah, it's crash.
Okay, so gravity.
Oh, okay.
All right, they should make a new team name and call it Gravity.
Yeah,
Because
I think okay, only 5 is here, and I guess let me guess that the Japanese team gonna capture and they're trying to drag the 4 base back to back, I guess.
All right. Well, it looks like this game is, I don't want to say pretty much over, but I mean, what else can Furbex do at this point? He's in a tank where he's got a limited amount of damage output, and he's got a 40-second reload time, assuming that his ammo rack was never damaged.
Yep. And everybody know where is the fob is right now, so you know it's really hard to leave there. The T69 is waiting for him, you know. Okay, he's seeing me, I think. Oh yeah, he missed it.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
trap. No damage.
It's not looking too good. All right. The repair module's still there. I mean, he can buy for time. I'm a little mystified. Why hasn't Charlotte Tiger at least tried to begin a capture? It looks like they're doing that now.
Yeah, they can do that right now.
Yeah, I think they want you the T1 to capture.
Of course.
But
Safest decision.
They know you are here, so the 2 tanks are just waiting for him. Yeah, they're gonna shoot him, I think.
There's another guy who
it's
shows
coming,
up in
it's
chat. His
coming.
name is Pig Thief right now.
Ooh. Didn't shoot him? Oh. Okay.
Is that a
okay.
T1 in the water right now?
No, that's not
No,
T1.
how could it be that dumb?
That's a T1?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, the M13.
203. Furbeck's doing a good job of just, playing his corners. Playing as cautiously as they can. Pseudo
Oh.
over there is looking like he's in good trouble. Taking
missed.
9 damage himself.
Wow.
Nice dodge.
So nice.
476. If you can get the next 2 shots to connect, he'll be in a wonderful position.
Yeah, but he's not coming.
Right, and that's exactly what we have CT Shinozak buying time for. 252 damage will be the last bit of damage he takes for the time being, and now it's up to Pseudonum to, I guess, try and pull out a draw. It might be possible, but whether or not it's plausible is completely different. That's strange. Obelisk actually just pulls out of the capture circle.
Yeah, because he see the
Do you think he spotted him?
Suga. Yeah,
He did?
yeah.
Oh, man.
So why you leaving? If he don't know anyone coming, he'll escape.
Exchange of fire, and I think, yeah, Pseudo's stuck reloading for the time being.
Yeah, but whatever.
He's kind of in a bit of trouble there. All right. Well, he might have a chance of taking down an AMX 1390 there. Might.
Yeah.
Very. I can't miss.
But we don't count the damage right now, so you know we just.
I know it would just be very interesting to see a T1 Cunningham get a kill on an AMX 1390. It's always fun to see that, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's right.
We saw that last week, right?
Yeah, we saw that last time, I think.
I was not paying attention. I need to get my head in the game more. All right, so it looked like Charlotte Tiger just played everything out the way that they needed to. I think back when they were called Team Praetrium, Team Praetrium, they tried doing the same thing before and it worked, didn't they? On this map too.
Yeah, but last time they used in the 4i3, I think. Do you remember? The Team Praetrium, they used 4i3 versus the Team Efficiency.
Oh, because Team Efficiency was camping with 4 IS3s and a single KV1.
They also use 4i3 with 10132.
Well, I mean, there were 2 times when we saw Praetrium in the Silver Series in Season 1, right? I mean, on one of the games that they played here, I saw it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so,
but last time I think they take really nice timing. They know okay, you got 3 M13 up here, and you know what? The 3 M13 they all shift to north side, so they know okay. As you shift to north, I gonna kill your T32 first.
Right.
They take really nice timing, I think.
That was a really sick surround that they got on him too, because like he was getting shot at from 3 maybe 4 different directions, and there was just no hope for him. He couldn't. There was no chance at all he had to actually kill anyone who was out there.
Okay.
But I think that's gonna wrap it up for game number 1. We'll be back in just a minute with game number 2, guys. All right, guys, we're back with game number 2. It looks like the map of the day is going to be Ensk. And thus far, we're still waiting for the tank loadouts from both sides. Already, well, I mean, like, do you think that T-69 is a legit? Typically, what we see here is, like, 3 AMX-50s and 2 IS-3s, or 3 IS-3s and 2 AMX-50s.
Yeah, pretty standard in city maps.
I think right now, almost no people using T-69 in the tournament.
So it's got to be fake.
Yeah, not in very, because of if you got a very intense fire on the city side, the T-69, I think he cannot ruin the game. because of he only have 4 rounds and only shoot like only can make it like 1,000 damage. But M50, they cannot make like 1,800.
1800?
Yeah, 1,800
Wow.
is totally different. So.
That's some sick damage output.
Yeah.
All right, so we can already see 3 AMX-50s. Unfortunately, with our interface right now.
Yeah, it's an
How many is
IS-3.
it? An IS-3 on Alpha's computer. Okay.
Yep.
2 IS-3s and 2 AMX-50s thus far, coming down from 3 AMX-50s.
Yeah,
okay,
both
so
team use a standout setup.
complete mirror matchup. All right. So here we are. I don't know. I think we're gonna see. We've seen Charlotte Tiger do this before. I think they're gonna play off their 1-point advantage to try and camp their way into a victory on this map.
Might be,
And Num knows that they can't just let that happen. So we'll see how this works out.
And I do remember, the Charlotte Tiger right now, and then the Team Patron, they're doing pretty nice on the I mean, in defensive. They cannot hold the railway and this part. Maybe they cannot do the same strategy again.
Maybe. Now spawning to the south, it is our non-Japanese team, Num. I was actually a little bit surprised because of the color they loaded into on this map. Charlotte Tiger was blue in game number 1, right?
Yeah, but they always change.
That's annoying. Okay, north side is Charlotte Tiger.
Okay.
A team from Japan. Quite strong they are. We've seen their performance already.
Oh, they didn't go out.
Yeah.
They didn't go out. Okay, they changed the strategy.
Well, I don't know about that tank divide coming from Charlotte Tiger. It looks like, something risky to say the very least.
I think they just want to, be reactive. Like 2 tanks over here, 2 tanks over there. If someone was spotted, then they just shift the tanks to a better position.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like a solid assessment. Okay, and for the time being, we're gonna just have each side playing their picks, try and figure out, where can we prod, where can we do some more damage? Is there any weak spot in this armor that is produced by Praetrium, now known as Charlotte Tiger?
And now, on the position is relatively more defensive, I think. So right now, I don't think they have a plan to push.
I mean, given the situation that Num is in for the time being, they're going to try and turn this around as best they can, to be honest. I mean, they know they can't just sit by and let them camp.
Yeah, but if they familiar with the Japanese team, they won't stand there, because of maybe they didn't study or more conservative, so they do not try to attack in the in the first moment, but maybe after 5 minutes or 4 minutes, they're gonna change the strategy.
Plateau is, I think, getting a little bit overzealous with his scout there, and I mean, if Prince is able to take him down, I think that would be the beginning of a turnaround for Num. But they would have to commit to that decision, and right now it looks like they're kind of spread out just a little bit to the east. So doubling back would definitely take a lot of time. Maybe I would say a minute to get from where they are now to E1 through their spawn.
Yep.
And I hear an exchange of fire. It's a T1, right? Okay. It was, no, I heard it because like the production crew, they have sound. We actually don't have any sound in here. But
Maybe it's a blind shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, okay.
Plateau.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Oh. Nice.
No, Prince should see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He knows.
50 meter, I think.
50-meter rule.
Yep.
He's exposing his rear to that T1 Cunningham. And it looks like he's waiting for his teammate to come back and give him a little bit of aid.
Yep, yep.
Let's see where this goes. What is going to happen here? I think he's trying to pull him out just a little bit, and it looks
Yeah.
like Plateau is biting the bait a little bit.
Yep.
Or
But
maybe
I
he
think
could-
I think now they have to push as soon as possible because it's 3:40 right now. If they still care about a T1, they won't push. And they're
Right.
gonna take a draw here.
Right, and what I think Plateau is actually doing there is he's playing the game that Prince wants him to.
Yep.
He's like, okay, I'm going to scoot forward just a little bit. I'm going to scoot forward an inch every minute. And that's going to leave you on the edge of your chair and make you waste just a little bit more time.
Okay, I think the Nam will find out that they're gonna push. You're right, that's right.
All right. So here we go. Ming trying to get out there with the IS-3. What tank is that at A0? What do you think it's going to be, Edison?
At 0, it might. I think it's M50.
Yep,
It's
it's a
best for a sniper. I think.
yeah, it's an
You can shoot 6
MS-50.
rounds.
All right. Yeah, that's what we can see on Alpha's computer right now with his observer position. It is in fact an AMX-50. And for the time being,
Someone shoot you? Oh no.
no. It's just the tracks hitting the tracks.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, they're trying to capture, but only 3 tanks versus 5.
Yeah.
This is
Or is there
not
two
looking-
tanks
You're not
on-
good at it.
Or is there 2 tanks on their own base?
Because of there is a T1, they not sure. They are not
Oh,
sure
okay.
how many tanks on the south because they don't have any scout on the south. So they
Okay.
have to put 2 tanks there
Oh
trying to
my
defend.
God, that was the sickest snipe onto Prince.
Yeah.
That shot was amazing.
Yeah, super long range.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And it's IS-3, the gun is not that accurate, but they got super account, so the tank might be different. They got super crew.
We're coming up on 1 minute and 30 seconds, and that's
I don't think the Nam have chance. I don't think they have chance to win right now because they only have 3 tanks on north, either capture or rush in. No way, I think. Yeah. So it's a draw. On best situation for Nam, it's a draw right now.
Right now, I mean, if they do go, if they go in right now, I don't think they're gonna have enough time to go through. I mean, their auto loaders. How long is the reload time on an AMX-50?
46 seconds.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna have time to unload more than 1 volley. They're gonna have to make every shot hit. Excuse me, rather. I'm so sorry. Okay, Ming is getting lit up right now. He's at 551 damage taken off of the hits that have stacked up on him. Ajax actually taking 313 damage, a little bit more, hopping up to 600 already. Vindy taking cover behind his dead teammate. And I don't think this game is going to go in favor of Nam anytime soon. The best they can hope to do now is get a draw and bring the score to 1-1 as opposed to 2-0.
Yep.
At least then they'll have a chance to bring it back with an end score of 3-2. And now it looks like Horse is just going to venture his way out to the eastern edge of the map. I think Num's getting a draw.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure of that. 100% now.
20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even they stand there, I don't think the Japanese team can kill them.
Okay, well. I want to say it's kind of over at this point. I mean, Num's getting 1 point. Charlotte Tiger's getting 1 point as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sometimes I have to say that you have to know your enemy. They won't push, so don't stand there and waiting for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. After all, let's say it's draw.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they had to make a decision, and it looked like they just couldn't really settle on a decision to be made at that particular moment. And that's why I think the game got drawn out to about the 1 minute mark before they decided to make a move.
Yeah, that, maybe 90 seconds, but it's too late.
Right. I mean, I think the longest we've seen a team wait is until 2 minutes are left on the clock, and then they move in to attack. And you yourself were 100% certain that game would have ended in a draw. But instead, that one actually ended in a victory. I forget which team, but it was on Cliffs. I forget what two teams it was, but that game was on Cliff. So I mean, like in a clutch situation, 2 minutes tops to get out there and kill all of your enemy's tanks.
Yeah, but you know the map is changed on Cliff too. You know,
Oh,
they got
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of house on the north side, so maybe they can got more time. But before, you know, there is quite late, so no one can escape there. Yeah.
All right. Well, score is 1-2 in favor of our team from Japan, Charlotte Tiger. Let's see how game number 3 pans out after this short break. All right, guys, we are back now with game number 3 between Charlotte Tiger and Num. And score is presently 2-1, as game number 2 did end in a draw, and I think that's a better situation for Num to end with than say going with 2-0.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, but you know, Japanese team choose 3 T69. Normally we use this tank for attack and not for defense. So
There's an object 416.
What's that?
There's an object 416.
Yep. It's sniper. Normally, if you want to defend, you choose 1 4 or up actually 416, but they also choose 3 T69. You know, somewhat confused here. They're gonna attack or defend. If you're gonna defend, you should choose T34. That's T32. You know.
Well, do you think that means, since they've got kind of a defensive setup, do you think that they're going to be going for the hill on the east side of the map?
You mean a Japanese team?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna up here. If they gonna do really defensive, they gonna uphill. But right now they didn't do that.
Wow.
You know.
You're right.
But no. They are on the north side, so normally on the north side they won't uphill. You know.
All right. Well, let's see how this works out. Okay, well, Furbex is already getting the vision out for his team. He's going to be able to see 4 tanks to the west, and I believe the highlight of that part of the map is that there's a little bit less cover on that upper hill. Okay. For the time being, well, observer vision is a little bit weak. There we go. Ajax is going to get some vision. Nice shots onto...
Wow.
Wow, 270, 240 already picked off.
Yeah.
But Ming is taking a beating as well. He's already went down to about half of what he's got.
Yeah. That's why I say if we're gonna
no.
defend, you gonna, Oh!
That's
Wow.
not good at all. That is not. Okay, Horse is now looking like he's going to try and go in for some vengeance. He's just charging in there, YOLOing it. And he's taking 462 damage, 725. I don't know if there's any getting out of this
What?
alive.
No, I should
If
have.
he can make the next shot connect, he might be okay. He can't do it.
Yeah,
815
T1
damage.
make
He's
it.
going to get that
Oh.
T1. Nice. All right, so he doesn't go out completely. Charlotte Tiger's actually getting this twisted around and turned over on their heads. This is going to go to 2-2, it looks like.
Yep.
There's only 3 tanks remaining on Charlotte Tiger, but the positioning here for Num has got to... It's really got to be 10 times better than what it is right now.
Yeah, but the horse only have, maybe 100 hit point.
Sick dodge. Oh no, 290 damage, 518, 826,
Wow, he got it down to
735. Starman looks like he's in danger here.
Yeah, and then there is up to 416.
Ajax gets the kill simply or shortly before he's eliminated.
Yep.
All right, so now we got KFC Stroot. Interesting. I don't think I've noticed that name before.
Wow.
I think it's KFC Street. A street of KFCs.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Oh, he sold a 4 base, but where is the horse? The capture?
Yeah, someone is
Maybe.
capturing.
Oh no,
It's
T1.
Vindy.
That's
T1.
yeah,
Vindy's capturing.
that's Vindy from Num. There we go.
Okay, they're gonna chase
Furbex
him,
is
they're
in a
gonna
little bit of
chase him.
trouble right now. He's gonna need some help from Horse over there, and
Yeah,
I don't.
but it's too far away, and the M30 is not that accurate though.
Yeah, but what about the? What about say comparison to the Object 416? Oh, Furbex is getting shot at from 2 different
Wow.
directions. He
Who
might
can
have a
do
chance
that?
of getting.
Oh,
he doesn't.
my
He doesn't.
God.
It's gonna take a miracle play now for Num to get the win on this game, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And
gonna
the
hit
problem
anything?
for the Num right now is horse only have 100 hit point.
That's right.
Can he do that?
We've seen crazier happen before, Edison. All right.
Yeah, okay. The Object 416 have really nice DPM, so okay. Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. He's been spotted. Has he
Yeah,
been?
yeah.
Is he gonna get taken out with that shot?
no, I don't think so. He gonna hide.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, 80%. CT looks like he's got the. Oh, he
my
does.
God. I think the Japanese team can camp there,
Wait.
He should.
Horse,
They should
horse.
hide. They should
Oh, a
hide.
bounce!
Wow. They should hide, It's a 2-1.
Yeah, that's
If
the
got
guaranteed
draw,
win.
they still win. And the M13 only have 100 hit point. That if the 2 tanks stick together, I think the Num gonna lose this one. If the 2 tanks just hide there, hide somewhere.
They realized that they've got Edison sense.
Not
right,
really.
so-
They know that they are pro player.
Yeah, they're going to B1, and I think what's going to happen is CT14 here, or excuse me, CTT4 rather, is going to try and hunt down Horse. It looks like, or maybe they're going to do 2 different ends of the map.
Yeah,
But-
maybe.
I still want to say that Horse has definitely got some kind of a shot at winning this game, but it's not very big. I mean, he has to play into that draw condition.
Yeah.
Wait, does he see? Does he see? He does not.
We don't know, but on the distance, I don't think the horse can see them.
All right. Oh wait, T4.
I think
He's
he
getting
gonna
so
be
close
spotted.
to KFC Stroot.
Yeah, he's gonna be stopped, I think.
Maybe
By T69. Oh no,
right.
it's on the
if he gets that one shot onto.
T69 on the lower ground, I think. Wow, they're gonna see it. Can he do that?
See it or not? That's the real question. Can he?
I'm not sure.
He's gonna play straight into the trap. He's gonna be spotted
Yeah,
by now if he
yeah.
hasn't been already.
Oh,
Oh no.
No,
Oh
no, no, no.
He
He
sees it.
knows.
Does he see it? Does he
Okay,
see it? He
okay.
sees it. He sees it. He knows. He knows.
Oh!
Oh man, that was the suspenseful moment.
Yeah, but I think the route and the action is right. It's right. He has to do that, but the whole situation is too bad. I have to say that.
All right, so I feel like there was definitely a solid shot where Num could have won that game with the big tank fights happening there. What do you think about that as an
Yeah,
idea?
I think the Nam is doing good on this one. They choose the right strategy, but I have to say the Japanese team had really nice personal skill. So on the after like 3 minutes, they have pretty even exchange. We got you got one or got two, and one full HP I think. And another one is horse. You only have 100, and another one M13. I think he makes somewhat a big mistake. I know he trying to spot enemy and let horse sniping them. That's okay, but on the 400-meter distance, the gun of the M13 is not that accurate, so he do not over too many support fighter, and I think maybe 6 round only shoots twice.
Well,
I think.
I mean, I think it was okay because like one of those shots, well, they basically hit, but RNGesus was not on their side because, one of the shots just bounced straight off the hole. We saw it. It was like, one shot missed. The other one had to be a bounce. It had to be.
Yep.
It couldn't just be, the one that does some damage.
Hey, they almost do that. I think almost, but sometimes it's not that lucky. Especially the M30 is not that accurate compared to Upjoy 416. The gun is really accurate and the penetration is really nice, really high DPM. So on the close battle, I think it's somewhat weakness on the M13. So finally, maybe it's a tank selection.
All right. Well, that was a pretty short set. Made it to a full 3 games. The end score was 3-1 in favor of Charlotte.
3-2. Oh, 3-1.
3-1 because there was only one draw.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna take it into our next set between Elong and Intense Honking.
Intense Honking.
Yeah.
There we go. We all forget the new names. They're so confusing. But Intense Honking is led by Desk Guys, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we know it's gonna be good. We're gonna see an AMX 1390 fly after the short break. Hi guys, we are back with set number 2 between Intense Honking and Elong.
Mhm.
Now, Intense Honking is for DPS. That means they're going to be basically a mix of everything from Southeast
Yep.
Asia, right?
Yep.
I've seen that a lot of the guys on their team speak are Malaysia, Indonesia,
Yep.
and
Singapore.
Aussie, New Zealand.
Yep.
I've seen Singapore too.
Yep.
Also some guys from India.
Mhm.
All right, so basically everything you can imagine, all wrapped up in a tight one package, going up against
Mhm.
China,
Yeah.
Team Elong.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
All right,
Mhm.
and Elong has proven themselves to be quite strong thus far. I mean,
Mhm.
like, yeah, they kind of we kind of saw some tables get flipped when they lost to Num,
Mhm.
but I'm thinking this is a best of 3 that can go either way because Intense Honking has got, a lot of guys that are experienced on their team, and I mean, I'm not trying to downplay Elong by any means, but the thing is, there's just so much that we don't know about these guys.
Mhm.
So I think we're about to dive into just how good these guys are with the next best of 5.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think it still depends on commander. I think last week maybe we can say that the Elong team underestimated the Nam, and so when they push, I feel it's not that a good way. Use 3 tanks to rush 5. Do this twice,
Yeah.
and they think they're gonna win. Maybe maybe they're gonna be more cautious and play like a normal way. So yeah, I pretty expect how they're gonna do on this week.
We'll see how this goes. I mean, like, they did. I believe you mentioned that they played at WCG before. Is that correct?
Yeah, they are the church in China. After they doing not that good, so they dismiss and
Right.
rest like maybe half year or 1 year, and start from the 3v3 on the Asia server. So
All right, not
Yeah.
bad. I mean, like, they did pretty swell there. Didn't they get second prize, if I'm not mistaken, in QIC?
QYC no,
No, they
no,
didn't.
no. They don't even get into the final.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I could
they-
have sworn.
they-
I thought I. Never mind. My mistake.
QIC was 2 Vietnamese team,
Yeah,
1 Taiwan team,
2
1
on Japan.
Japanese team.
Ah, B Gaming v Wako.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
My
right.
mistake. I don't know why I thought that, but I just maybe it's because we saw them in 2 weeks of the QIC.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the last 2 weeks.
Right. I mean, like, Immortals are like they're really the only team that's lived up to that curse that showed up to 3 weeks in the QIC season 1, and then the third time was the charm. They made it in. That's some pretty good stuff. And already we can see that we're getting some tanks loading out into the lobby.
Oh, yeah, the first one is Ensk. I think the most weak part for the Elong.
Himmelsdorf.
First
round
is
okay.
Himmelsdorf.
Himmelsdorf.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Himmelsdorf. Yeah, I think the most weak part for the Elong, and they still, not that good on the close combat. I think. I mean the city map.
Well, I think their split-second decision-making is definitely something to be afraid of because we saw that with their split-second decision-making, they beat NVIDIA Aces. They beat Immortals, And I thought that was amazing in week number 1, right?
Yeah,
we all
maybe
did.
I think they have maybe multiple plane, so they're gonna do the plane A, plane B. But if the enemy's reaction, is not under their plane, they may do something that not that good. I think.
All right. And this is a pretty standard loadout that we have coming right now. 3 MX50s and 2 IS3s going to be coming from Intense Honking. And I don't know about this. I mean, I really don't think that this AMX13 is going to be final. Do you, Edison?
I don't think so.
Reflex?
No, I don't think.
Or reflection,
yeah,
rather.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna use the M13.
Yeah, it should
If
be a
they choose the
standard.
M13, Intense Honking gonna rush in.
Yeah,
All right.
should be a standard
Whoa.
setup.
Okay, 2 IS3s. All right, that seems pretty normal. Let's see what the final one is going to be there. Just waiting for
Okay.
reflection. 3 MX50s, 2 IS3s.
For
And
both
of course,
sides.
the 2 T1 Cunninghams from both sides. Rush is not really a word that works out on this map because of, well, the long distances and the slow movement speed of AMX 50s and IS3s compared to AMX 1390s and T69s. Right? All right, there it is. So for both sides, 3 AMX 50s, 2 IS3s.
It seems that they are going to change players.
Really?
Yeah.
They say that in the chat?
Yeah. Intense Honking is going to switch down Haku because of maybe internet connection problems.
Hashtag made in China. I'm kidding. All right. Well, it can be quite painful to deal with. I mean, if you're going to play from China to an American server, I know that you're looking at around 200, 250 ping.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you know, how can I say this? There's a fiber optic cable that connects from Japan to America, and that kind of makes it a little bit lower. Believe it or not, Europe is actually closer to China than America. But the reason why your ping will be so much higher if you connect to Europe is because of the internet infrastructure. There's no fiber optic cable that connects from China to Europe.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
my understanding anyway.
Yeah, and the Japan connect to United States, you only have a C cable, you know. It's a one cable. You don't have to go through any country. But if you gonna connect to Europe, you have to cross China or other country. Maybe they're gonna go through 3-4 countries.
I see.
Yeah, you're got more problem there, I think.
You have to go through more routes and more servers.
You
things
got
like
more
that.
server, more user. All of them use the same cable, or gonna share your data, share your broadband. But on the east part, we don't have such problem there.
All right, here we go. Diving into that game as we speak. Kind of took us a while. Looks like, okay, there was a swap at the last minute.
Yep.
There's a 110 in the game.
Yeah.
The Elon love to use 110. I just wonder why they didn't use that.
Patriots. They're patriots.
Patriots? What's
Patriots. That means a person who loves their country.
that? Oh, yeah.
Chinese tank for a Chinese team, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's
not so
right.
unusual to see the 110 on this map.
Yeah, but people, something still use 110. 110 got quite
Better
nice, quite nice strong armor, compared to i3. If you want to rush or you love to rush, the 110 is better than i3.
Yeah, sometimes they put the 110 on beside the square, on the second floor of the debris, to spot any enemies over there because they had a better view range.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
got 20 meter,
They are off. Intense Honking is actually rushing out to the west side of the map. Well, we kind of have a bit of a spread coming from Elong.
Yeah, but on such setup, it's not a rush setup. It's a defensive, really defensive.
All right, I can appreciate that because we've already seen like how much heated aggression we can see coming from Elong, and I think that's what that's exactly what we see Intense Honking trying to set up against, if that makes sense.
Yep. Okay, Elon.
And well, that's pretty strange. That graphic just came out of nowhere, but now we have their names. We have the names at the top of the screen now. All right.
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, the Elon they push pretty fast, but right now maybe they are start to make a plane. They stop.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be a game of patience, and I think I would not be surprised to see, and I've said this plenty of times, but I would not be surprised to see game number 1 turn into a draw. To be honest, and as you said before, Edison, one of Elong's weaknesses is actually playing on the city maps, right?
Yeah.
So we can see them in a bit of a comfortable position at, well, I mean, by them, I mean Intense Honking, kind of in a comfortable position with what they have right now.
Okay. While the Insidious game is still there, I think the this guy always use more defensive strategy. So right now he did the intensive honking. I think he still love. I'm not talking about love. He still prefer more defensive, I guess. Especially they face to the Elon.
I mean, yeah, that's. I think that's definitely a valid assessment. I think, it's a little bit hard to say. What do you think of Intense Honking as a team? right now. I mean, we don't have too much experience with them aside
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Dust
But
guys.
normally we the team style is depends on commander. If the commander, he is more familiar with the defensive strategy, he won't use, too aggressive strategy. So the desk guy he prefer the defensive. So I don't think he's gonna push it right now. Especially it's only 4 minutes. Maybe he don't want to take the risk on the first match.
Okay, well, still waiting for something to happen here, but it looks like there is a bit of a push coming in here. Just a tiny push coming from Reflection, but he backs off with that for the time being. There was somebody who was just spotted, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think no one spotted. No one.
All right. This is starting
Yeah.
to remind me of Horseman versus was it B Gaming v Wako?
It's
Beginning
little
little tankers?
tanker. Little tanker.
Yeah, the QIC.
Yeah, in the QIC.
They know where their enemy is by scouting everywhere that their enemy is not. All right, and the T1 Cunninghams from both sides are actually pushing up the hill
Yep.
from Intense Honking as well as Elong. But I think Elong's going to be able to get the more successful push unless we see a bunch of lucky ammo rack shots coming straight out from Honking Inc.
Honking Inc. Let me see.
Trying to figure out what that name says. There we go. Honking intensifies. There we go.
Yeah.
He's falling back. He knows what's up. He's probably telling this to his friends on TeamSpeak or RC. It's amazing to me though that he gets away with the kill even though two tanks were shooting at him at the same time. All right, so Shako is going to work his way down that hill, and Elong wants to push into this.
Yeah, they're pushing inch by inch.
Really, they are.
Okay, right now it's 2 and 30 seconds, so they don't have too much time. But all enemy on the square, so even it's 2 minutes, they still got a chance to win this one.
Here we go. Elong Star is pushing in there, and now everyone else is piling into the B5 position. T1 Cunningham from Elong there is going to give last confirmation of the positioning of the IS-3.
Yeah, and the T1 on H1 is no chance to capture because of it's only 1 minute and 50 seconds right now.
He'll be trying to go for it. I mean, there's no doubting that whatsoever. But here we go. They're piling in. Black CN wants to try and take one for the team. He sees Death Guys behind that hill. It looks like Death Guys is trying to light up his opposing team. He does. He gets a nice shot onto Star CN. And Black is now trying to play his way into this. And where on earth is the rest of Intense Honking is the real question at the time being. They're actually being held back by one heavy tank defending the rear. I think what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and get a total flank set up here.
Yeah, but it's an M50, so if you're gonna flank, you're gonna pay for that.
That's true. Okay, Nightmare is now
really
backing
nice.
up.
Yeah.
Black was took down. I'm trying to think here. Honking there for a minute. Endguard.
Okay, like seriously.
And Lycosur is now out of the game.
Yep.
Fluffy Grits is trying to get the kill onto Nightmare along with the assistance of Honking Like a Boss. 271 damage off of him. 560 now total.
They got a chance to
837.
capture. They got a chance to capture.
There we go. We have to see a reset shot. We have to see a reset shot ASAP or this game is over.
Yep. Oh, can you do that?
He got it. He got one shot to connect. This guy just completely ignores Black CN rather, and now he's in danger. He sacrifices himself to that to make sure that he can clear that circle out. Hunk Like a Boss is now rushing in there. I'm not sure if that's such a great idea. There we go. Complete reset.
Wow.
Complete reset. I think that might have been the miracle play that they needed, but at the same time, there's not enough time for Intense Honking to go through with their own capture.
It's
going to be a draw.
Yeah, it's going to be a draw.
This is going to be a draw. That was an amazing reset. Hunk Like a Boss gets killed. Wait a minute. What about Black? Okay, never mind. They can't take him down. Can they?
He's reload.
Yeah, he can't.
He's reload.
Yeah.
So he run away.
And there wasn't enough time. There wasn't enough time at the end of the clock there to get a kill onto Black, so it was just basically a draw all across the board.
The only chance for Elong is they keep the M50, but No, they cannot do that. I think it's too late. If they have 1 more minute, they might have a chance. They might, but no,
Maybe.
finally it's too late. But I'm thinking about one thing is, if you don't have a chance to keep the capture point, I mean the M50, maybe he can block the T1. You know.
Yeah, that's
he can
right.
block T1,
Yeah.
be a share there, but I don't know why he moved out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The T1 is really in a very, very good position.
Yeah, if there is a hole, they cannot, no one can shoot him. So if he
Yeah.
block
Block him.
block him, maybe he got a chance because there is another one can shoot this one, and the M15 on the hunting team is already reloaded, so he don't have any round there. He don't have any shell can shoot. So why not just stand there and block the T1 and kill it? I3, it's over, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a pretty solid explanation as to one thing that Yulong could have done to pull out the win. At the same time, there was some nice counterplays here from Intense Honking today.
Yeah, they're doing pretty nice, but I have to say the Elon make a mistake on the final.
Huge mistake.
Yeah.
Like they were 7% away from a capture when it got reset.
Yeah, you just bug him. I don't know why he leave the hole. I don't know why. Maybe they are too nervous or something, or they think they cannot block on other ways. But it look like he don't want to block the tank.
I think it was the heat of the moment, to be perfectly honest. I mean, there was a lot of chaos in that last game, but I'm certainly looking forward to the next game. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, we'll see you guys
Really
in just a few
nice, I
minutes,
think.
huh? All right, guys, we are back with game number 2. This one's going to be played out on mines, and this is definitely going to be something chaotic. We got Definitely something, how do I say this, unorthodox coming from both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look.
Edison says it can't be real, but it looks like
can't
Intense
be
Honking
real.
is going for a KV4.
Not only that, look at their tier 1 tanks.
The tier 1 tanks, really?
It's
Not T1 Cunninghams?
Yeah, it's not T1 Cunningham. It's a what do you call that? It's a LTR.
The tractor, the tier 1 German.
Yeah, T1
tank.
German tank. I don't
Yeah.
know how to pronounce it.
Uh,
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce. It's German.
Really?
okay,
Here we
we're
go.
gonna go.
That is real.
Wow.
Wow, that's nice.
All right.
4 i3, 1 KV4 versus 2 M13, 2 Upjoy 416, and 1 M50.
Yeah, don't forget the tier 1 tanks.
I just want to say that Edison informed us that the specialty points of the KV4 would have to be much higher armor. DPS output is not that great. What about the speed?
Very, very slow. Very slow.
Why
Might
on
be the
earth did they choose
slowest
it?
one on tier A, I think. The armor. They
Armor?
cannot push.
Okay.
They cannot push. They choose such setup. That means they cannot all push
And they do
together.
spawn to the south. There it is.
Yeah, but you know, because the M13 got a speed, you know.
All right, so Elong is going to try and take the west end of the map. I can appreciate that. The lighthouse is definitely, you know, something crazy. Not something that everybody takes these days, but at the same time, Elong also gets control of the middle of the map. Okay, Elong is just going to camp this out completely.
Oh,
It's intense honking.
Wait, what is map number 3 going to be on?
I don't know.
I forgot.
Whatever, you know, you cannot over. You gotta
Yeah.
have two draw. You know, if you have light tank setup, you won't push too hard. You won't.
All right.
They use the T1 for cover, the I3, you know.
Well, it's
Because
not
of
T1.
armor of I3 is not that good, so they're gonna use the T1 for cover then. Yeah, they just want to take a draw, so maybe we can have a T right now, you know. Absolutely, no, they won't push.
Yeah. It's an LTR.
Does LTR have a 70 millimeter cannon on it?
They use the 37, yeah, 37.
37 millimeter. Okay, so it's capable of doing some damage to the tier 8s here.
Yeah, but it's also using the 20 millimeter machine gun, but compared to T1, I mean the American T1, the speed is much slower.
All right. Well, reading into this game, it looks as though Elong, was very well aware of just what was coming from intense honking from the beginning of this game. They know exactly what's going down. They know exactly what's going to happen. So they're going to try and do their best not to play into it.
Yeah. Well, Elon also selected a little bit awkward selection of the tanks. We see 2 Object 4 and 6. Yeah, but you know, too bad we couldn't see how they would utilize this in their formal strategy.
Pushing in right now. I mean, there's what, 4 IS-3s on intense honking for the time being?
Yeah. With 1 KB4.
Yeah.
So the best way for the actual 416 is sniping, but how can they do that on this way, you know?
Well, Elong's piling in
Yeah,
very
if
slowly.
I know that Elon have 4 tanks on the west side, I'm gonna use 5 tanks to rush him, and we can. I mean the honking team can win this one pretty easy on this way, you know. So it's really dangerous for Elon.
It is, and there's been an exchange of fire, but it looks like it actually hit Honk like a Sir, and he got the better end of that exchange there, as he did, I want to say, close to about 400 damage on Nightmare, although we didn't see the shot connect.
Okay, they're gonna use a T1 for scopes.
All right. So Honk like a boss. Been pretty good thus far. Still waiting for one side or another to make a move. I think what could happen here is intense honking could, they could probably lose a little bit too much damage on one of their tanks and then maybe just decide, okay, back off, take a draw. But well, that's interesting. Thus far, we actually, our Alpha's in-game observer position shows, oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Disregard that statement. I thought it was 0-1, but instead it's actually, that's the number of tanks killed, and it looks
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
now brought up to
Yeah.
1-1, 1-2
Okay.
in favor of.
And right now, I3 got very
Red
nice
team.
cover right now. There's a T1 for him. And for the Team Elon, they're gonna push maybe 2 minutes or 1 minute 30 seconds because all enemy is here. So for them, they know you are here, so we don't have to push too early because of if we fail, we still have M13 on the hill. You cannot catch me. I gotta run, you know. So on the worst situation is a draw. So they're gonna push later, not that soon, I think. Oh, the position is really interesting, I think. The Shaco, you know. Oh.
All right, well, there's a whole lot of nothing happening here.
Yeah,
There's a
they're gonna
whole
wait
lot
him
of nothing happening
for.
here.
I think maybe waiting for 30 seconds, 30 or 40 seconds.
30 or 40 seconds, but
Yeah.
that means,
They're gonna push 1 minute and 30.
well, yeah, but how many AMX, there's 2 AMX 1390s for Elon.
Oh, they rush in. They rush in.
Oh, they are?
Wow, it's suicide.
Looks like they're
Ooh.
kind of hesitant right now for the time
Why
being.
not? They just get a draw, you know. It's too risky for pushing. If they got really nice plane, you know, they can push. That's okay. But if they just want to try, I recommend they don't do that.
Well, geez, again, we just see both teams trying to play this out as carefully as possible. I would not be surprised to see this again end in a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Like completely 100% across the board draw in game number
Yeah.
2. I don't think we've seen this happen before, have we? 2 games in a row ending in a draw? Wait a minute, those tanks are all stacked up on each other. Look at this. AMX 50 has
Okay.
2 AMX 1390 sighting behind it.
Yeah,
Stronger armor.
maybe M13, you know, gonna shoot and run, you know.
Oh, they're going in now.
Let's get it.
They are committing to it. Oh man, Reflection's getting hit left and right. Okay, he's shielding 2 of his tank buddies. 3 now. Oh my god, look at that lineup. Look at that lineup. That is sick. But it blows up, and it looks like, I mean, honestly, for now, I think all we have to see coming from Intense Honking is really piling out and dealing out whatever damage they need to. They're at 50% on the capture already.
Okay.
Oh my
Wow.
god, hashtag strategies made in China, guys. This is working. It's working. 70%, 74, 77, 80, 83,
Oh,
86.
no,
Oh, it's
no,
been stopped.
no,
It's
no,
been
it's
stopped.
Over. It's over.
And now I think this is a game that's either going to end in a draw or in favor of
Yeah.
Intense Honking. There's 3 tanks remaining.
Yeah, M13 have to run as soon as possible, you know.
8 seconds left on the clock. The question is, can Intense Honking get the kill out on those last 3 tanks?
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah,
Too late.
I'm with Edison on that.
Okay. It's just for fun, I think.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
that was creative. That
Yeah.
was definitely creative. All right, so I think that was definitely the most creative counterplay strategy we have ever seen in the entire, up until this point, like the most interesting.
Yeah, because
Definitely.
they have to choose the tank before they get into the game, so they don't know what tank they choose. I mean, the enemy choose. So after they say, "Oh, you choose this one," that means maybe you're gonna push really hard or you're gonna defend at best.
Right.
Yeah. After that, they have to set up plane, but I think they are really creative, you know.
They did. I mean, that was basically something, and it almost worked. It got them up to
Yeah.
80% on the capture.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but I mean, it just didn't work out in the end. It gave us all a good laugh, I think, some of the viewers at least. And now I think I don't know. Is there anything else to throw out there for words with this game? Is there anything else we should talk about with that?
That's it, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, we'll be back with game number 3,
The
the
last
final
one.
game
Absolutely.
of this set after this short break, guys. All right, guys, we are back now with game number 3. This one's going to be played out, on Ensk. And I don't know, are we going to see one team walk away with 3 points, or are we going to see both teams walk away with 1 point from this game, do you think?
I think Elon gonna push this one. They won't satisfy on 1 point.
Yeah, and they're choosing if this is the final
Yeah, that's the
loadout.
final.
Yeah, it will be 4 MX-50s, 1 MX-13. It should be a
4 M50.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 MX-50. Yeah,
no.
it should be a
There's
push.
M13, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's final.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's final.
I'm not sure what is in their mind.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if they choose 4 autoloader, it's quite interesting, I think.
Is it Elon that choose 5 MX-1390 in Prokhorovka?
Yep. That's what I say. They use a 3 light hand to rush 5.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It was
really.
not that good, but
Yeah.
I think the reaction from their opposing team is quite good. They see 5 MX-1390, they
Yeah.
know okay, you're going to push me. Then they just hide up the hills and
Yeah,
it's
just
done.
they just stand there and waiting for you.
All right, well, I think we're about ready to dive into this game. There we are.
Okay.
An AMX 1390
Yeah,
and
and it's final.
four
Wow.
AMX 50s
Okay.
for, that's Elon.
Yep,
Yeah.
for Elon.
If you use M13, that means you're gonna play the east part. You
Alright.
won't go to west part. Maybe.
So their strategy is predictable.
Mhm.
But I mean, like, the damage output versus an IS-3 and a T110, or excuse me, a 110, a Chinese 110, that's like, it's gonna be a little bit lackluster, right?
Yep.
And I mean, to be honest, the advantage of the IS-3 over the AMX-50 is that it can fire a shot, what, once every 10 seconds, once every 8 seconds?
For I3 is like 11 seconds, and the 110 is 8 seconds.
All right. Well,
Yeah, but damage is different. I3 is 390. 110 is 320.
let's see how this pans out.
Oh, okay. Elon really have
Special
have
strategy.
have special stuff here.
Here we go.
M13 is there, so he must know, the enemy already crossed the railroad.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So Elon ABC just sitting there tight, and his T1 Cunningham. We've got the same thing coming from Star. Now we've got 987 viewers on stream. I'm not sure how that happened.
Yeah, maybe bad.
Maybe.
Yep.
Okay. And for the time being, it looks like both sides are... I think they're done playing picks. I think we've got... Oh, man. Are they really... Intense Honking is going to camp this one out just a little bit, I think. Kind of the right decision. But they're going to have to play a bit more conservative. Or not conservative, but Elong's going to have to play a bit more conservative going into this. Here we go. That T1 Cunningham getting a little bit too close, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. That's an AMX 1390. That's no light scout. That is a bulky scout. He's going to dive straight into this death trap. And once he does, I feel like he's going to be put in a position where he can't fight. I think he's been spotted by a T1 Cunningham.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, boy. That means the rest of the team sees him. They're shooting through a house.
Yeah, they can hit a house. I think.
Oh, but if they can knock out the engine on that. Oh, 632. 955. They knock out the engine.
Oh,
955
it's
track shot.
Oh.
Boom. And that one's there for the kill.
Okay.
All right.
Elon have to defend right now. If they rush into the capture, it's suicide. So
Definitely.
Okay. They're gonna use maybe T1 to capture and the sniping enemy on the A2 or A1. No, A2 or A3.
To be honest here, Intense Honking is at, I would say, pretty, I wouldn't say astounding, but definitely a pretty big advantage considering they've lost just a little bit more of DPS output as well as some scouting information. AMX 1390s, well, I mean, they can be just as valuable as T1 Cunningham's, if not infinitely more valuable due to their scouting range, correct?
Yeah. And
So-
right now, I think all M50 is reloaded, So are reloaded, so they might push maybe. I don't think they're gonna push on 1 minute 50 seconds, So maybe they're gonna push earlier because of they have one tank advantage here. If they still defend.
If they still defend, I mean, like,
If they still defend, it's not that. Maybe they have not that confidence,
I think, like, at the latest, they should push at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They should try to make something happen at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But at the same time, I also noticed that with the tank loadout that they have right now, I mean, do you think they would have enough speed to chase down 4 AMX 50s?
The problem is they don't know where is the enemy. If
Right.
they're gonna chase them, they have to know where is the enemy. But the easiest way is go to the capture circle. Yeah, that's the easiest way.
And it looks like they're making the move right now.
Yeah, they're gonna shift to south, I think. And at the same time, they have to prevent the capture piece, the base be captured. So maybe they're gonna set one M50 near the capture circle. Oh no, they all push. Okay, that's right. That's correct, I think. That's correct.
Okay, so now they're all making that move towards the capture circle. And I think they've got what it takes to win this game right now. I mean, they're one tank up, that goes without saying. And I think combined...
Yeah, you're right, but they have to do that faster. It's 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes right now.
Right. And they would hate to take a draw. They really would in this
Yeah,
situation. It's
yeah.
so critical to determine who's getting to the season finals at the end of, the 6 weeks of matches, if that makes sense.
Yeah. If you already have one tier A advantage, why not just push? They still have 2 tanks on the C0. That means they're gonna snipe in the north space. So they won't use 3 tanks to push out. So the 3 tanks on the south side, maybe they were trying to capture on maybe 1 minute or something. But on this way, that means they don't want to win. They don't want to win.
Oh, they got to make something happen. I'm sure they're
Yeah.
looking at the clock. They know that they have to do something.
Yeah, but even the 5 tank push together is really
Dangerous.
it's really dangerous.
I think
They
this
don't
could
have
be the
that.
move.
Yeah.
This could be it. They started the capture with their T1 Cunningham. I like that move. He's been hit. He's been hit. He was spotted very quickly, and that actually was a bit of a sacrifice. I think they were using that to get some vision.
Yeah, but right now it seems they don't want to push. They know if they cross the railroad, there is 4 M50 gonna shoot them. 4 M50, that means there is 24 rounds.
Yeah, and right now that T1 Cunningham was just taken down at Intense Honking's base, and there's not enough time to actually
Yeah,
get the capture. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering just what's going to happen here.
nothing happened. I think.
That's what I think. Exactly. I mean, there's nothing.
Nothing happened.
It's going to be a draw. I mean,
Yeah, it's a draw.
it's a little
So
bit
we got 3
disappointing.
draw today. Wow,
3 draws?
3 draws.
No. Yeah,
The
3
first
draws.
one is draw.
Yeah,
Second
yeah.
one is draw. This one is absolutely draw right now.
It's kind of disappointing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, second tank pile's in there. Oh,
Wow.
third tank.
Too late.
Maybe not.
It's still too late.
Once he gets hit, yeah, okay.
Too late.
There we go. Nightmare. He's gonna just stand there and shield his teammates with his dead body, and stops at 70%. You're right, Edison. It was a little bit suspenseful, but right now that's 1 point for both teams. It's all over.
Yeah, it seems the intense honking, they're just ready for get 1 point in the beginning.
This was very anticlimactic, but I mean, both sides. I mean, at the same time, when you're in a tournament and you're on a pro team, and you don't want to throw a game, if you don't want to, when you're just playing it out as carefully as you possibly can, versus a team that's you don't know anything about, you don't know how strong they can perform against you. That's I guess you'd say the introversion effect of being a pro gamer. And I think that's something that kind of played out on the
I
Commanders
know,
from
I
both
know
sides
that,
today.
but you know, somewhat disappointed here. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I don't think you know that guy is that weak. No, he lead the Insidious game. It's really nice team, you know.
oh yeah,
So I expect they can do something different there. But you know, in the mines, is absolute champion. You know, on this one they don't want to push. Even they got one tier A advantage there. You know? It's really easy. I'm not talking about really that easy, but you got advantage. You don't push. So when will you gonna push? Maybe you never push. You know.
right. It's nothing worth fretting over, I guess. I mean, these guys, both teams walk away from this with 1 point tonight. Let's check up on our other guys that we had today. We had today, the 26th of August, we had Nam playing against Charlotte Tiger, and Charlotte Tiger took that set.
Yeah. But that's pretty close. Even that's 3-1, but I say that's really close game. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, right now we've got 1 point going to both teams for intense honking. So that means, intense honking and Elong. So that means both teams are going to have 4 and 4. Charlotte Tigers kicked up to 6 now, if I'm not mistaken, right? They have 6 points.
No, this first one, I think.
Their first win? That was their first win?
Yeah. I don't remember the PvP to the Charlotte Tiger. Do you remember?
We'll see the standings on Thursday.
I think Charlotte Tiger won the game.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay,
I mean,
so Charlotte Tiger got 6 points.
we'll know for sure on Thursday.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, closing thoughts for the evening, guys?
Interesting games.
Interesting games? Yeah.
Okay. That's the first time. 3 draw.
I mean, well, you got to give them credit for what they did on Mines. That was actually kind of interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. That was pretty cool. And it almost worked. 80% at the capture. Wow. You know?
Yeah, but you know, on the setup, it's really dangerous. You know.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm Breaker.
It's Edison.
And I'm Escaper Alpha.
We'll see you guys on Thursday night with day number 4 of the Gold Series.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.